Hello and welcome back to Comfy Watch how-to videos. Now I'm going to show a very interesting feature that addresses this conversation that leads to questions over and over again. Now in the meantime, I'm just going to prepare the app. Let me click login. So this feature is available on Android and iOS versions of the app, and it's called Time Away. It's available on build number 25, version 1.0.0 on both platforms, right? So it's called Time Away. It's a very interesting feature, right? So you will see with what you see on the bottom of this page in orange, this is the only place where you see this, because I want you, as soon as you get inside, then you are notified that we're gonna be away. Do you understand? Our Comfy Watch won't be doing business as usual, right? When between these two time periods, right? Which is 22nd of June until 27th of June, right? Why? We will definitely write a reason as to why. For the next 2 weeks, we will be facing the scheduled maintenance on one of our cloud service provider. My sincere apologies for any inconvenience this may cause, right? So this will be the reason, right? Because we have received notifications and emails that one of our cloud service provider is doing a high maintenance that happens once every year, right? So it's going to be affecting the disruption of us delivering the services, right? Because Comfy Watch relies on these external services, such as ensuring that the map works without any disruption, ensuring that data moves from point A to point B, from here all the way to that server without any disruptions. But in this instance, during this time, there will be disruption, right? So this is step number one, right? You be notified. Now, the second thing that you need to do yourself, please go to time slots. Now, this is very important, right? On the time slot, remember what time slot is about. I made a dedicated video about time slot. So I'm just going to go to the following week, which is from the 15th. I'm going to go to the other week. There we go. So you're going to see with the time away that the time slot is going to show differently. So how does it show? It shows, this is how it shows. Remember the 22nd of June, right? So the time slot page gives you that on the calendar to say, okay, remember on Monday the 22nd at 8 o'clock, that means the whole day of, or from 8 up until the rest of the day, right? And then on Tuesday 23rd, 24th, 25th and 26th, now this is the whole day, like literally the whole day. So what this means is there will be a disruption, meaning that a Comfy Watch won't be operating as usual. Therefore, we won't be taking in any of the vehicle requests at that time, right? Up until when? Up until 27, which is Saturday at 12. So meaning that you can resume sending your vehicle request after that. So what I have decided is, with this color coding black, I just gray out the dates in which we're going to be away, or the services are going to be affected, right? And as you can see, there is a booking on the 27th on Saturday, I believe 4:45 until 5:45. Yes, so there is an extra booking. That's when then we'll continue with our normal procedures. So this is step number 2. Now, please, when you go to your vehicles, client vehicles, and let's say you want to send another request, or since you've cancelled, as you can see, I have one that's booked, one that's open, and the one that's cancelled, and the one that's booked. So let's start with this one, Mazda 323, the one that's cancelled. So I'm going to tap on it, right? And then I'm going to request again. Remember I said I made a dedicated video on this. If you cancel, you need to request, but it's easy to request again, right? Request a service. So click the button. Now check this. I'm gonna choose the location, my friend's place. I'm gonna choose the pricing. There's a 60 bucks. I'm gonna choose the payment. I'm gonna pay with card, and then I'm gonna choose, let's see, on the 22nd, right? Let's say that's a day that you want. Remember, you can do it You can send a request as early as 6, 7, only 6 and 7, but not from 8 o'clock. So let's try. Let's go to 8:13 a.m. If I try to submit, it's going to tell me time away. Take note of time slot page. So mean that this is the period where we are not accepting any new vehicle requests during this time. So if I go, let's say after 12, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, right? And then I try, still, it's going to tell me the same thing, right? If I go to the following day, or let's say 24, okay, submit, still. If I go all the way to 27, let's make it 11:13 a.m. Still, it's going to refuse, but Saturday, let's make it 2:15 p.m. right? So there's gonna be 2:15 in the afternoon on Saturday. But let's see what the app says. It takes my new vehicle request and it says yes, it has gone through, right? And if I go back, and now the status of Mazda 323 says the vehicle is open. And once you do this, as a reminder, remember all the partners are being notified. However, you cannot send vehicle requests during the time period when we are away. I hope this was informative, because this was the question of what happens when you are unable to service the clients, the customers. What happens, like I was feeling sick a few weeks ago. I was very sick, in fact, very sick. And then my friend said, remember you work with water, and then can you imagine what would happen if you can't report for duty? Then it gave me the idea of, I need to find a way to communicate when we are not able to come and do the services, right? Thank you, until next time.